the brakes, hits the trailer. Now Montreal. And the Kings answer.
And this is just a knuckle puck.
How would you describe that shot?
I got all of it.
Caulfield for Hudson. Carrier put it on net. Stopped by Thompson. He's out of the net. And they score! With Thompson down and out. Suzuki has tied it for Montreal.
Thompson's going to lose the net. He can't cover it here. And as it goes across, you'll watch him slide out of position. And Suzuki, what unbelievable patience.
The great eight just knocked down Caulfield. The crowd loved it.
What does it feel like to get hit by Ovi?
Don't recommend it.
Thank you, Cole.
Of course, thanks.
On the boards, Howden has it, empty net, Bird scores! That'll count!
It was close. Either way, the Golden Knights get the job done.
Either way.
Little insurance as the clock counts down. That is tough to tell, and it's close.
Original penalty on the ice to Toronto, number 89, 2 minutes for high sticking. Ottawa, number 15, has 2 minutes for roughing. And then Toronto, number 2, 11, 25, 74, and 89 have 2 minutes for roughing. And then Ottawa, 43, 15, 22, 33, and 81 have 2 minutes for roughing. We're going to play 4-on-4.
Your grocery list wasn't this long. That is a grocery list.
For Duchesne, one-timer. Puck is against the side of the net. Kept alive. It was dislodged by Dallas. Rantanen had it slip away from his stick once again. 10 left on the power play. Stars get it back.
Blackwood, the netminder, doesn't have a stick.
Shot, score! Tipped by Hintz. And past the empty-handed Colorado netminder. Dallas is on the board.
Well, this was born out of that delayed play. You can see the netminder's stick is caught up in the netting. The ghost stick in behind. Stars have cut the lead in half with their power play.
Racing the other way. He'll take the Dallas line. Lehkonen shot stopped by Unger. Rebounded the net, scored. It caromed back in past Unger. And chaos leads to the first goal as Colorado has it.
The absolute ugliest of ugly goals. Pretty for them. The ripper, the juicy rebound, and then how does that go in? How does it go in?
Slavin to the line. Brad tipped it front. Nearly for Meyer.
Timo Meyer had a grade A chance. Watch this. Puck comes from him and it bounces just over his stick. He's not able to get the full blade on this puck as it bounces.
Found the stick of Jarvis.
Well, John, with Sam Montembeault out, we are in a bit of an e-bug situation here. As we see just a moment ago, the e-bug is on the bench. He has a jersey and all. His name is Patrick Chevroufis.
Can you imagine? Can you even imagine that? We've seen a lot in this series, but that would be something. That they don't have a third guy sitting here. Armia goes after it. Dvorak's on it. This may be Dvorak's goal. Duhaime has had a couple of penalties in this game, undisciplined penalties. And he may have put this into his own net, coming back to the middle. Let's have a look at it. But Duhaime is going to knife this, right through the 5-hole. Just an unfortunate bounce for Duhaime.
Dougie Hamilton gets this puck, breaks his stick right there, grabs one from the bench here. Full panic mode. It's a left-handed stick, but ends up getting a right one. There's 10 sticks over the boards. Ends up making a play, slowing down the rush a little bit, allowing the guys to get back. A moment of trepidation.
Anderson goes into the Washington bench. Wilson trying to get at him, and now they're fighting in the bench. Anderson and Wilson have gone into the Capitals bench. Down on the ground as players are trying to reach over. Evans is getting in, trying to stop Duhaime from reaching over. The linesman is on top of both of them. And the Canadians, with 8 seconds to go in the period, sting the Washington Capitals. And Wilson mocking them with the fake crying. I love it.
It's played in by Snuggerud. Hellebuyck has trouble with it. Score! Patrick Hellebuyck!
Hellebuyck comes out and he doesn't even recognize Thomas is there.
Lays it off from the angle. It's in front. Allen digging away. No whistle yet. They continue to dig. Still no whistle. Major scrum here. And the puck. Some of the fans thought it was in. Some of the Devils thought it was in. But the whistle stops play as Anderson somehow kept it out.
He absolutely robbed it with the glove. A wide open net. And Anderson down and out in the scrum. Watch this. I don't know how many whacks they get at this, Nides. It looks like about 10 or 15 here, and it stays alive.
Well, you're right, and eventually it's going to come out to the side. Watch Meyer just to the left. And that puck's free, and there's the glove saved by Anderson. What a stop.
To the front of the net. It gets passed back to Armia. And Logan Thompson, a diving save. Here's the first chance on Jake Evans. This hits the post, and then Thompson is able to get across and get his right arm on it to deflect it away.
Drops for Doby. He's through. Doby scores! Max Doby's the overtime hero in game 2. Marner, Nylander, his shot blocked. Nice in front, scores! Slow motion for that. It went in slow motion.
Stick broken for Drury. Stars are in. Rantanen leaves for Granlund. Back upstairs, Ceci. His stick broke.
There is shrapnel everywhere down there. Dumped in by Stanley. Binnington stops it. Puck bouncing. Perfetti. He couldn't find the 20. What a chance.
Here's his reaction to that shot after the Binnington giveaway.
Scheifele back in quickly on the attack, driving to the net. They score!
Watch this play. Look at Scheifele. He changes gears, and there's Snuggerud coming back. Snuggerud comes back, and you can see Snuggerud just carries the puck with him. Poke check, but his own player kicks it in.
Sets it up. Makar fakes the shot.
Lost his skate blade.
Cody Ceci on one knee. You can see the skate blade out of the crease. Critical moments here as Colorado Natchez. Little give and go. Ceci doing everything he can, and somehow he and Steele helped block it. He's going to need help to the bench, but he's going to get a hero's response from this crowd.
Man, that is lion-hearted work. What an awful feeling for a player.
Puts it right back across to Johnston. Johnston finds a cutter. It's Harley. Blocker save by Blackwood. It's up in the air. Score! It fell behind him. It popped up in the air, landed on his back, and ended up in the net. 2-0 Dallas.
Hits off of the back of Blackwood and in the net.
We've already seen another example of it tonight between the Panthers and the Lightning. There is nothing better than playoff hockey. And we are underway again. Score! Just to begin 9 seconds in.
Wyatt Johnston with his first of the playoffs, and it couldn't come at a better time. It happens right off the opening draw. Wyatt Johnston does a great job jumping on that. Beats Blackwood on the short side.
And could that have been interference, every much as elbowing with where the puck was?
Yeah, pick your poison, whatever you want. Interference, elbowing.
The setup at the top. Jake Wallman walks the line. Wallman with a shot. Moves right in front. Kemper got over there. Now far side. Can he keep it out? They whack away, and the puck is in.
I don't know. They didn't call it a goal on the ice. It went in the net, but they're going to have to look at this. Kemper just sprawling. There's the kick, and then there's the stick.
The player of Edmonton was kicking the puck, but was able to play it before it crossed the line. Therefore, we have a good goal.
We're tied at 4. Evander Kane.
Jim Hiller's calling over the referee here. Needs some more time. Is he going to call a timeout to want to check? What are they going to check for goaltender interference?
Or will be challenged by the Kings.
After review, the call on the ice, 10.
Wow.
For the failed coach's challenge, it's a penalty to the Kings. We got a 4-4 game, and it's the Oilers to the power play. What an incredible swing.
A turn of events. Kings call a timeout to get a real good look at it and got it wrong.
Now it's 13 goals in 20 playoff games against LA. 4-4 score. Oilers on the power play now. Draisaitl, that low score! Bouchard! And it's 5-4 Edmonton!
I can't believe it. 10 seconds. Wow.
Can you believe it?
Shot at the Tkachuk brothers. There's a goal! Tampa Bay has tied it. Off the ricochet out in front, Lilleberg sent it toward the net. Schmidt knocks him over, the puck's in the net. And they're tied at 1. And they score again! Back-to-back goals, Eric Chernak scores! John Cooper is fired up.
Waiting. Yellen goal save, rebound, scores! And we're tied at 2. 3:45 to go. And the crowd is buzzing now. Panthers in the offensive zone. Jones shoots the front and scores! They score! Marchand was in front. Incredible.
Here's the bouncing puck, goes off of the Lightning player.
2 goals in 11 seconds. Exactly what Tampa did in the second period. Tampa's bench is stunned, and nearly 20,000 are going nuts. What a game. A wrestling match in front of the net, and they banked in! Mark Stone! What a play! A little hockey IQ as he put it in off Hurdle.
He kind of takes down Hartman, but they're laying there, and then the shot goes off the right leg as Stone throws it towards the net off the right leg of Tomas Hurdle and into the back of the net.
34, the shot to favor the Kings. Long distance blast off the backwards, Frederic, and he is stopped by Kemper. Sliding on his backside on the bounce from the backboards. It stays out.
That's the second puck today to come out and get in behind Kemper off those boards.
Well, Binnington has made 25 saves in this game, Panger. You've only got 24 more to catch up to Jordan Binnington. Look at the hands on Darren Pang. There goes the hand. Oh, yes. Still got it, Panger. Yeah.
Great recognition by Strome.
Whoa, Ovechkin taking a run at Carrier and nearly wound up in the Montreal bench.
How loud is that from up here?
Good.
Unbelievable.
Now here's Paul with Gensel. Score! Find the seam. This is an odd one. I mean, this is probably going wide. Now Glendening comes away with the loose puck, and he clears it the length of the ice. Oh! The cut past Bobrovsky, and then just wide. Wow. How about that? That'll get your heart rate up. What was going through Bobrovsky's mind on that one? Just hoping the net wasn't behind him.
What a finish.
Wow, Marchand had a 2-point game. Lundell had a 2-point game. They'll have a little fun shooting Rats with a 3-1 series lead.
Paul, side of the net, Marchand with the same rebound. They score! Blake, he'll step out in front. Marchand, he can't stop it. Jackson Blake, his first playoff goal. Up top, Svechnikov, he scores! That's the magic. We're tied at 3. Well, that goal comes a minute 39, and just like that, it's 3 apiece here in game number 5. Nice win by Kotkaniemi. That'll be deflected out in front. Markstrom rebounds out there. Second chance. Oh, mercy! Jacob Markstrom just saved the series for New Jersey. Now Carolina will keep him in. Send it cross. Blake shoots. Another save. Markstrom rebound. It comes from Markstrom. Got another piece. We're tied. 4 overtime. Svechnikov out in front. And Robinson. Oh, another massive save by Markstrom. Robinson with it. Out of the net. Martinook and Markstrom again. Flashing the leather. And we stay tied at 4. Jarvis holding. He gets it back off the post. Jarvis with the shot, and it hits the post. Back for Gostisbehere. Oh, game over! Series over! Sebastian Aho wins it on the power play in overtime!
See the frustration on Markstrom. He did all he could to give his team a chance.
Kane across the Wallman. In front. Kemper dropped it. A quick chance. Hyman batted down. Another chance. Wallman still loose. And it escaped Wallman. Out of the box. Downey comes into Klingberg. Kane shot. He scores. This game is tied.
Some great blocks, some great defending, great saves, but here's the first little shot. Gets into the glove of Kemper, keeps chopping this one away. Edmondson punches it out of the blue paint.
Hey, I know him. There's Will Ferrell, LA Kings season ticket holder. And there's not Will Ferrell. It's Chad Smith.
Chad Smith. Red hot chili peppers.
Hartman has it for Minnesota. Hartman moves in. Drives to the net. Save Hill, rebound, he scores! Relentless
Vegas on the attack, puts Minnesota in front.
And they're going to look at this about being kneed in.
After video review, the call on the ice was confirmed. The puck deflected in off number 38's leg. It is not a kicking motion. It is a goal.
So Ryan Hartman.
Well, hold on here. So now Cassidy talking to the referee. He might challenge for goaltender interference.
Vegas is challenging to play for offside of the blue line.
They're going to challenge for offside.
There's too much going on here, Anthony.
The play was offside at 119.
Wow. What an amazing swing here in Vegas.
Face off one, pulled back to the line. Chernak shot, tip, score! No, it was not. The horn's gone off. The crowd's celebrating, but
Referee waved it off the inside of the post. Nope, it did not go over the line.
goal light went on. Everybody reacted like it was in, and you heard the horn, but that's not a goal.
Landeskog dancing back in. Nelson, right side, shot, score, and pinballed in. A shot by Nichushkin. Took a carom between the circles. The double deflection off of both Stars blue liners. First Lindell, then the back heel of Lyubushkin. Leads to the first goal of the game.
Been very noticeable. McKinnon sends it in front, loose puck. Slammed away by the Stars. Score! They threw it into their own net.
They tried to clear it, and they fired it off their own player, and it bounced behind Oettinger.
Oh boy! The Avs capitalize on a major blunder.
Oh boy, is right. What a madcap go-ahead goal that is, and what has been a bizarre two-game stretch.
Always focused, Kevin Weeks. Always, and activating his eyes pre-game. He does this before every single game, and just wants to get them sharp, tracking, activated, locked in. Some of that visual acuity training certainly can't be argued with.
Stolarz gets it back. Can't quite figure out where the puck is. Marner gives him a shot as well, and then a stick flick back from Matthews. They pass everything in warm-ups. Pucks, sticks, whatever it takes.
And here to perform the national anthem of the United States of America, backed by popular demand, please sing along with the harmonica class from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center.
Game 1 and 2 of the series, the harmonica class from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center played the Star-Spangled Banner and became a viral sensation. Now, did they ship their harmonicas to Edmonton? I don't know, but here's the Oiler response. And yes, maybe because of the Everett Garden Kazoo seniors in St. Albert, the Oilers are humming. It's a kazoo out there between the seniors.
So, luckily things went my way tonight, and we got the 2 points. Win.
Marc-Andre Fleury is between the pipes for the Minnesota Wild to begin the third period. Tries one. Kick save made by Fleury.
What a toe save. Oh, nice, man. That kick saving beauty once in a while. Let's stick. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Woo!
McKay lays it behind the net, out in front. Score! It's over. Howden. Vegas wins it in overtime.
And look at that. Waldo's here. Waldo is safe and sound at Canada Life Center.
I would tell him to stay out of it. Luke Shen here chirping his brother, Braden. There's a lot going on down here right now.
There they are. Number 10 in blue, number 5 in white.
Shen's going to get a penalty here. It looks like from the bench.
He's yelling at his brother. He got a bench. That is great.
Quickly, your parents are here tonight, right?
They are here.
It was duly noted that when Jeff and Rita were not in St. Louis for Game 6, you and Braden got into a chirping session. Can we assume that with your parents here tonight, you'll be better behaved towards each other?
Oh, Mom's in the building tonight, so we better behave. We already got an earful.
This is unbelievable. I've seen the mosh pit before, but generally from a distance. Now we're right in the middle of it. And there's a bunch of fans, 5,000 here. The Ford tailgate party. I just could have put my hand up like that way you could see where I am. The Edmonton Oilers would love to provide Ron as many home games as possible here in oil country so that all of these fans can do this for the next couple of months. Back to you, Ron.
Nearly
Standing room only in the Blues penalty box.
That reminds me of a game back in the 90s, John.
It does. Yeah, maybe a Blues Blackhawks playoff game.
Blues Blackhawks, Blues Red Wings. We had some doozies in this place.
Moves it to the line where it's kept in. Moved around by the Jets. Nemestikov shooting. They score!
Nemestikov, that's going to go right through. And it's off Suter. Suter's trying to block the pass. It's off his skate.
Under 10 seconds to go. The Jets with an opportunity. Ehlers misfires. Passes across the shot. They score! Can you believe it? My goodness! 1.6 seconds left. Cole Perfetti has done it again. We are tied in Game 7.
Perfetti sends the game to overtime with the latest game-tying goal in Stanley Cup playoff history.